Can I just ask you about United's attacking options right now? Because obviously you were part of a famous, foursome back in '99 with Teddy, Andy Cole, and Ole. At the moment, they've certainly got three young players in Marcus, Anthony Martial, and Mason Greenwood. A lot of big hopes for. How do you assess them? Because it seems right now there's still a bit of a debate as to what the best position is. Certainly, Marcus, is he best on the left? Is he best through the middle? What's your view on Marcus's best position right now?
I think that Marcus has been Marcus and not too much should be emphasized. You've seen a young man who just loves playing football, who's got unbelievable ability, an eye for goal. He's got all the attributes that you look for in a striker. He's quick, he can go past people, he can create, he can score. He does all of that. And not to forget, he's only 21, 22 years of age. And what I consider that he's still in that educational part, he's got another couple of years before he's fully developed into the complete player. Of course, there's areas that he can still improve on, but in terms of what he had done, I think they just need to allow him to just enjoy and continue to produce that consistent that we have seen with him. So he's still in that, what I call that development stage. And I think people should just allow him to just go out and express. And eventually, in the next 2 years, we will see even a better Rashford and certainly Anthony Martial. I think that, again, that he will be able to produce his best form.
I mean, you played through the middle at your peak. And it's a position that a lot of fans maybe misunderstand it. They think that a centre forward is quite an easy role. You score the goals, but I think, as we've seen with Cavani coming in this year, it takes a specialist to play that role properly. And I think the question is, are Marcus and Anthony better suited to play out wide, cutting in, or can they become proper centre forwards like you used to be, or like Cavani is right now?
Well, I can tell you, I wasn't a proper centre forward. I would say more Andy Cole was a proper centre forward, a number 9. And if you look at Andy Cole's record over the years, hence that's why he's such a prolific goal scorer. He only plays number 9. He doesn't play right wing, left wing. Probably when you're younger, as we call the educational development in football, you tend to play left, right, and you got better over the years. Playing with your back to goal is probably one of the most difficult positions to play on the football pitch. Constantly, facing the other way, the opposite towards the goal that you want to score. And so it does take a lot of speciality, a lot of know-how, how to play that position. So that's why, the Cavani comes in with his experience, his movement will, teach these younger players. But you need to play that position week in, week out to get better at it. You cannot have, mischief strikers play up there once in a while and then go out to the right and go out to the left. You look at the likes of Alan Shearer and them, the reason why they scored that many goals, because that's the only position he plays. So it's very hard to point fingers at these young players who are asked to play different positions, certainly in the attacking third of the pitch. So for me, I think that we have such a unique blend of young players, is to just let them go out and express themselves as best as they can. And I think, not try and complicate these players as much as other people are trying to do.
There's a recent survey conducted, and it suggested that the most valuable player out there right now is Marcus Rashford. He was ahead of Mbappe, he was ahead of Haaland. I mean, that shows how highly he can be rated. Do you think he's in that calibre?
Absolutely. It doesn't surprise me when as you said, you mentioned the stacks. I think he's a fantastic player, and he's only going to get better once he keeps his head and continue to want to work hard. But he's certainly in the bracket of Mbappe and the likes of, obviously not Messi and Ronaldo. There's a different level in itself, but certainly one for the future to be near if not one of the best players in the world. And he's certainly working his way towards that. He just have to keep his head, continue to work hard, and develop his football. And I'm sure we haven't seen the best of Rashford yet. And I think that give him another couple of years, getting to know the ins and outs of the game a little bit more and the understanding, he will only get better.
How far away do you think this team is from being in the same bracket as you? I mean, the treble winners, is it got a lot of building to do?
Well, I don't know about treble winning years. I don't think we are far away from actually winning the treble. I think that we are obviously making progress towards trying to win the Premier League, and we have seen that this season under Ole. Although in recent time we seem to have tailed off a little bit, but certainly it's more encouraging than what we have seen in the past. And so I think we're all optimistic, looking forward to the future in terms of what this team can produce. But certainly there is still some work to be done. But certainly if you're looking from the outside like we all are, I think we are seeing the team making progress, and there's still work in progress to be done.
Do you think they need that first trophy to build the confidence and to build the belief? Is that what? Cause it's been 4 years now since United won something which would never have happened in your day.
Yeah, it is difficult, and it's been a real hard time for not just myself, but for every Manchester United fans in and around the world to see where the club is. And we're talking about top four. That seems to be a thing of the now, which back in the days, as you mentioned, it was all about winning the Premier League and winning the Champions League and winning the FA Cup. And we haven't been able to do that on a consistent basis. And I think that, as you mentioned, it's been 4 years. So hopefully, in the near future, I think that we are getting closer to the Premier League. And I hope that Ole and the boys could be able to turn it around, if not this year, but certainly next year.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.